Please come and help me. If you see this girl's face has been battered. Even if she's your daughter, does that give you the right?
Hey guys, welcome back to Jewel TV. This is one of the most disturbing trending in Nigeria right now, and honestly the more details that keep coming out, the more emotional and complicated this whole situation becomes. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night and seeing a former BBNaija winner crying on live video, begging people to help her, trying desperately to leave a house, while someone behind, believed to be the father, is allegedly attacking her in the background. That was exactly what Nigeria woke up to in the morning, and since then this social media has practically exploded. Ilebaye is a well-known name. Her full names are Ilebaye Precious Odiniya, popularly known as the Gen Z Bade, who won the Big Brother Naija All Stars Season 8. So she is the one currently trending. So many people are angry, some people are heartbroken, some are demanding justice immediately, while others are saying, wait first, let's hear the father's side before judging. But one thing almost everybody agrees on this is the video was deeply disturbing. Now, before we continue, if you're new here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and also drop your opinion in the comment section, because this conversation is bigger than just Ilebaye. It has now become a serious discussion about African parenting, abuse, discipline, trauma, and where exactly we draw the line in this generation. So let's break everything down carefully from the beginning. Former BBNaija All Stars winner Ilebaye Odiniya reportedly went live on social media in the early hours of Saturday, May 9th, 2026. And according to reports, the incident happened at their family residence located at Royal Anchor Estate in Wuye, Abuja. Now, in the live video that quickly spread across TikTok, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook, and blogs, Ilebaye was seen crying heavily and begging for help. At some point, she was shouting, "Please help me. Come and open the door. I want to leave." And honestly, guys, you could hear the fear in her voice.
Please come and help me. Please come and help me. I want to leave this house.
People watching the live immediately noticed that her face was already swollen. Then in the background came a man believed to be her father, was allegedly seen with what looked like a whip or cane. Can you see that in this video up here? And many viewers claim he struck her from behind while she was on the floor crying. That moment alone completely changed the mood online.
Please come and help me. Please come and help me. Please come and help me. Oh my God. Please come and help me. Please come and help me.
Within minutes, clips from the live session started circulating everywhere, thanks to the power of social media. And once Nigerians saw the swollen face, the crying, the panic, and the alleged physical assaults happening in the real time, outrage immediately followed. Now, according to reports from Pulse Nigeria, the Federal Capital Territory Police Command later confirmed that officers were dispatched to the house after receiving distress information about the incident. The report stated that police officers from the Wuye Division, alongside operatives from the Department of Operations, allegedly arrived at the residence around 2:30 a.m. after making several attempts to gain access because the gate was reportedly locked. It is said that police reportedly rescued Ilebaye and her younger brothers from the house. Reports also claimed that she had visible bruises and was later taken alongside her siblings to NMPC Hospital in Abuja for treatment. And this was the part that made the story even bigger. According to the reports currently circulating online, Ilebaye's father, identified as Honorable Emmanuel Odiniya, was allegedly taken into custody, that's the police custody, while investigations began. Now, immediately this news broke, social media became divided. One side of Nigerians completely condemned the incident. People said there is absolutely no justification for physically assaulting an adult woman to that extent. Many people argued that discipline is one thing, but violence is another thing entirely. And honestly, this conversation quickly became emotional because many Nigerians started sharing their own childhood experiences online. Some people said African parents normalized abuse and call it discipline. Others said many adults today are carrying trauma because of how they were raised. And then another group of people came out defending the father. Yes, some Nigerians actually defended him. Some people argued that African parents have always used physical discipline while raising children. Others said social media users were rushing to judge without even knowing the full family situation. And guess what? Some even claimed that no matter how old you are, your parents can discipline you still by beating. Now, this is where the conversation became extremely heated online because many Nigerians responded by saying there is a huge difference between correcting someone and physically assaulting them, especially when the person involved is already an adult. Before we go any further, guys, let's take a break. Let's see what is happening in the comment section. What are people saying? Now, these are statements from the social media platform across. I just picked them differently and I'll just be reading few of what people are saying. Where is Nightlife says, until we hear from both sides, the dad will go scot-free. Children behave. This one says, your father just started beating you adults for no reason. Waiting you do and ganga. Some comments actually. Okay, let's continue. Ezine says some parents are BAS tears. I hope she leaves him and find herself. Everyone is here wondering what happened to this girl and her own family has been an obstacle. Okay. Your fairy godmother says very good. No wonder her mother left him. How can you become terror to your own family? Swear. Queen Glitz says the fact is her father doesn't mean he should buy her. Abba. Honestly, that was too much. And on a girl child, no. Then Official says, Omo, this is too much now. They should arrange a match for this man and Portable. How can you do this to your own daughter? The investigator says, Pikin we know they hear word. Beat am 100. Now you born her. You see this writer, he would definitely do same to his daughter. Shame. Shop Villa 211 says, only God knows what she did to her own father to handle her this way. If it is just a stubborn family problem, the police should release the man immediately. What is he even saying? Okay, let's continue, guys. And this person here says, Godwin Ode says, an adult that behaved like a child will be treated like a child. So as you can see, guys, many people are of different opinions. Some are not really against what the father did, while some are really strongly against it. This person, Shedrack Agada, says, I grew up with my grandmother. God bless my grandmother always. She's someone that believed so well that you don't correct children by beating them, but sitting them down and telling them implications of doing something wrong and how it can badly affect their life. It is well. Well, this is where I personally stand. No matter what disagreement happened inside that house, no matter what misunderstanding took place, no matter how angry a parent becomes, there has to be a limit. There has to be a self-control. There has to be another way to handle issues without physical violence. Because once somebody's face becomes swollen or somebody is crying for help publicly, once fear enters the situation, then people naturally begin to question whether there is still discipline or something more dangerous. Now, as the story continued trending, several BBNaija stars and celebrities also reacted publicly. Phyna reportedly said, we need justice for Ilebaye. She was one of those that also tried to contact some police officers to, see to Ilebaye's rescue.
Kiss. You understand? It's a family thing. So let's be mindful of what we're saying. And that has some individuals were already tweeting, oh, Baye is safe now. Even I was seeing tweets of Baye is safe, even when Baye was not safe yet. We've not slept. This is Christy. We're going to Abuja. We've not slept. While I called first. Also, I want to thank the Nigeria police for their swift reply. Which is the famous PPR Josephine officer. Josephine, she's so good. I called her last night around 12. Called her, I thought she was sleeping. In fact, she was sleeping. I called her till she woke up, and then found her way to the estate.
But later on in the video, she made a statement that didn't really sit well with some people, saying they shouldn't insult the father and all of that.
Be very, very mindful. Let's be very, it's a family thing. Everybody get their own for body. It's a family thing. I was saying, oh, let's trend by his father's picture. Why? Is it because she came life and the thing was life? Yeah, we've seen what happened. Let's allow them sort it. You have no right to be insulting her father. You have no right to be saying all sorts of things about her father. We've seen what happened. Allow the Nigerian police to disrespect that I'm saying online. Even ingrate, even person when papa don't beat.
But that is the thing about social media. If a family problem is made public, then expect backlash from people, whether for or against you. So people were really like angry saying that, and that they have every right to express themselves because the man actually did battered his daughter. And later, according to updates shared online, Phyna later claimed that Ilebaye's father had been released from police custody shortly after the arrest. Phyna appeared frustrated online and questioned why the release allegedly happened so quickly without proper investigation. Some people accused the police of not taking domestic violence seriously enough. Others argued again that this was a family matter. And honestly, one thing I noticed throughout this entire conversation is how deeply culture plays a role here. Reality star Tacha reportedly condemned the alleged assault strongly and questioned why any parents would physically attack their adult daughter in that manner.
Everyone is saying is that I don't know if that was a pop's love culture. So even if it's a pop's, does that give him the right to lay hands on her? Even if it's a father, like do you get the point? So bad. Her whole face is swollen, her lips, her eyes. Like in my whole big age, I've never gotten a swollen eye, and this girl's eyes. And today's even her birthday.
Former BBNaija housemate Venita also spoke emotionally about the psychological damage violence from parents can cause, especially to daughters. She said experiences like this can affect how women trust men later in their lives and can leave emotional scar that lasts for years. And honestly, many people agreed with her because trauma from family violence doesn't just disappear overnight. Sometimes people carry those emotional wounds silently for decades. Beauty Tukura also reportedly joined efforts online to help locate and support Ilebaye during the situation. So, because many Nigerians grew up in homes where beating children was normalized, some people were whipped, some were slapped, some were beaten publicly, some were insulted emotionally, and all of it was called training. In fact, many Africans genuinely believe spare the rod and spoil the child. So for older generations, strict physical discipline feels normal. But for these younger generations, these Nigerians today, things are changing. People are becoming more aware of mental health. People are questioning parenting styles that previous generations accepted without question. And honestly, I think this is why Ilebaye's story has touched so many people emotionally. Because for some Nigerians, they are not just seeing Ilebaye. They are remembering themselves. They are remembering things that happened in their own homes growing up. Now, to be fair, some people online are also saying we should wait patiently for the complete facts before fully concluding exactly what happened inside that house. And honestly, that is also fair because social media can sometimes push one side of a story quickly. But regardless of whatever details eventually come out, many Nigerians still believe that violence should never reach that level, especially against a woman crying for help publicly. Now, another thing people noticed was the emotional state Ilebaye appeared to be in during the live session. You could clearly see the fear, the panic, the frustration, and desperation in her voice. And honestly, that was the part that many people found hardest to watch. Because even people who normally support strict parenting admitted that the video was difficult to defend. Now, as I am making this video, investigations are reportedly still ongoing and Nigerians are waiting for more official statements concerning the situation. But this incident has already opened a massive national conversation, and I think this conversation is important because somewhere between discipline and abuse, some families crossed lines a long time ago, and many people are now realizing how much damage some parenting methods have caused emotionally. At the same time, some parents also feel this new generation has become too difficult to control and too quick to label discipline as abuse. So honestly, this issue is bigger than social media gossip at this point. It is now a serious cultural conversation. What exactly is acceptable parenting in 2026? Should parents still physically discipline their adult children? Can physical punishment ever truly solve emotional or behavioral problems? And where exactly should society draw the line between discipline and abuse? I really want to hear from Nigerians on this. Do you believe African parenting method needs serious change in this generation? Or do you think society is becoming too sensitive and abandoning traditional discipline completely? Drop your honest thoughts in the comment section. Until I see you in the next one, stay safe and bye for now.
Jewel TV.